Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the question of whether or not a VPN can help you reduce your ping when you're gaming. Now, this is a big topic and it's talked about a lot, but first, let's understand just what ping is. So ping is the amount of time that it takes for your computer to communicate with the game server to send information over to the game and get it back. So lower ping means a very fast connection, you're communicating with the game very quickly, whereas higher ping means that you're going to have a slow, very laggy and choppy gameplay experience. And because of that, the faster you need to react in a game, if you're playing like a first-person shooter or a fighting game, something like that, you want the lowest ping possible in order to be able to react as quick as you can. If you have a game that doesn't need a high reaction speed, then a little bit of a higher ping, let's say 50 to 100 milliseconds could be good. And if your ping is over 150 milliseconds or 200 ms, then you're pretty much going to be unable to play the game because it'll just be too laggy and too choppy. Now, where does a VPN fit in? So a VPN looks something like this. This is ExpressVPN, my personal favorite. Some other good options would be NordVPN or Surfshark. I'll get into more about these a little bit later. If at any point you want to find out more about them though, I will have more useful information and links in the description. But what a VPN does is two main things. Firstly, it sends your internet connection to a different server somewhere else in the world, making it seem as if that's where you are. It doesn't make a difference where you physically are. Wherever you're connected to in the VPN is what's going to matter. And secondly, it also gives you a more secure and private connection. So for example, I would just go in ExpressVPN, click on this location bar, and then this window opens up. I have 105 countries to choose from with Express. You have 100 plus countries with Nord and Surfshark as well. So you do have a lot of options. And let's say I went here and I clicked France. Okay, I X that, I click connect. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to connect up to a server in France, in Paris. My entire internet connection is going to be sent from wherever I am over to Paris and then to the internet. So it's going to make it seem as if I'm in Paris. Now, how does this help you get better ping when you're gaming? So two of the main reasons you might wind up with really bad ping is if your internet service provider is throttling your internet connection. Sometimes what an ISP will do is purposely slow down your internet connection in order to free up more bandwidth on the network. So in reality, you could be getting 80 megabits per second, for example, but a VPN will hide your internet connection from your ISP. So they won't see that you're gaming or streaming or whatever it is that takes up a lot of bandwidth, and you can avoid having your connection throttled. That in turn will lead to you getting better ping. Another reason you might wind up with really bad ping, and this personally happened to me, it was very annoying, is because of the way that your internet connection is just sent across the world. You see, when you play a game, let's say you're playing Warzone, right? The game server is going to be in one of these places. These are where the servers are. So let's say you're in Europe, right? You're going to be using probably whichever server is closest to you. So if you're in Eastern Europe, you might wind up connecting to Helsinki or Warsaw or Stockholm. If you're in Western Europe, you might wind up connecting to Paris, Frankfurt, or Madrid, right? But a lot of times, your ISP, your internet service provider, again, won't send you directly over to that game server. You're going to wind up taking this really weird, complicated route, and eventually by the time you get to the game server, you're going to have really bad ping. So that's where a VPN can come in and help you out by just getting you a direct connection over to that server. In ExpressVPN right here, I connected up to Paris. My internet connection is going straight to Paris. If my ISP was going to try to take some weird route, I would be avoiding that right now and just going straight as close as possible to the game server, getting me the best possible ping, or at least the most stable ping. Now, two last things I want to say. If you already have decent ping and you're able to play the game that you want to play well, there's no reason to use a VPN, really. And in most cases, it'll probably just give you worse ping because now you're introducing another step in your internet connection. Instead of going directly over to the game server, you're going to the VPN first, and that can actually hurt your ping. So I would only recommend using a VPN to try to get better ping when you're gaming if you're having an issue with your ping right now. Secondly, you do want to try out different servers. So if you're trying to connect up somewhere in Europe, you might want to try France, Netherlands, United Kingdom, Spain. You can search for over here and get a server in Spain. In general, try to get as close as possible to a game server, and hopefully you'll find the best one for you, for your specific game and your network. So that's how you can try to get better ping when you're gaming. Now, in terms of which VPN to go with, I would recommend Express. I've had the best experience with it. Very fast, stable connections. Of course, you want a VPN that has fast and stable connections when you are using one for gaming. You also want one that's going to give you that privacy and hide your connection from your ISP. And personally, I've used Express and had the best results. Although I can say that NordVPN and Surfshark are also very good options that will get the job done. NordVPN has a lot of different features and add-ons to it. Surfshark doesn't have as many features as Nord, but it is very well priced. It's what I would say probably one of the best value or budget VPNs, and I'll have more information about all of these VPNs in the description below, including full reviews and discount links that will save you some extra money if you do want to try any of them out. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope this helped you out. Let me know in the comments how it goes for you when you're gaming, if you get better ping. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.